On this episode of Motor Style Television, we test America's Big Three on the road, the farm, and at the track in a red, white, and blue pickup shootout destined for the cover of the magazine. Hello and welcome to this edition of Motor Style Magazine. I'm Tim Scouten. You know, in 2008, there are two types of trucks you can buy. One, it's all dolled up and pushing 70 grand to go to the grocery store. And the second, well, it's ready for work. Detroit's Big Three sent us the best basic beasts they make, and right off the bat, we're already starting to see the editors take favorites. In the GM camp, Van Toon is loving the on-road, unloaded performance of the Silverado. At $28,000, it's the cheapest here, but has the best turbo diesel sound of them all, coming straight from the 6.6-liter 397 horsepower Duramax and Allison 6-speed transmission. For me, I've got my eyes set on the 6.4 Power Stroke in the F350. At only 350 horsepower, it's the lowest of the bunch and ticks the box at just under 35 grand, but something just feels right. The rest of the camp was pointing to the second-gen Dodge offering. Called the TLX 3500, it must be a time machine because it's got more tech goodies than I've ever seen in a work truck of this vintage. Plus, at over 600 horsepower from the 6.2, it's the most expensive of the bunch at 42 grand. We'll call Mossy Pine Ranch home for this week of on-road testing, and thanks to the generosity of the Agency Corporation owned by C, we've got full access to the runway at their Elm Creek facility to do instrument performance testing. Of the trio, the TLX 3500 is proving to be the most I'm a semi-truck of the bunch. With beefy front fenders and high ground clearance, you'll fit right in at the local truck stop. Just don't plan on having the same amount of passenger room as the others. This TLX in crew cab form is a bit snug in the back. The F350 feels like the best balance of all the trucks here, especially for daily driving. Huge cabin room and a full 8-foot bed allow for all-day comfort, plus it's the only machine here with hydraulic front and rear suspension and an adjustable rear hitch. Last but certainly not least, the Silverado goes true work truck with a bare-bones interior complete with rubber for the mats and seats. Well, they feel a bit sticky when the sun comes out, but that may be exactly what you need after mucking out a cow pen. Enough of the simple life for these trucks. We need weight, and our friends at Lizard Equipment and Prairie State Tractor came to the rescue. They sent 3 sets of 20-foot goosenecks and brand new John Deere 8410s with the duals removed so they'd fit securely on the trailers. This is where the real world can overshadow the numbers. We went from Mossy Pine Ranch over to the Agency Corporation's front gate, and right away there was trouble. The TLX needed multiple stops to adjust the position of the Deere on the back. The rebound and compression of the suspension is the softest here, and that resulted in high-speed instability. The Ford and Chevy didn't seem to experience the same phenomenon. Was it just a random event? Well, we'll see. Pulling into the Agency Corp's main gate, we easily cleared security and went right for the weigh station to see what these trucks were towing. The trailer in Deere, it tipped the scale at 16,631 pounds. The F350 came in at 23,979, 24,161 for the TLX, and the lightest of the bunch, the Silverado, at 21,375. Our goal here, we'll use the 1-mile runway to test unloaded and loaded performance from 0 to 30 and 0 to 60 miles per hour, plus an accident avoidance and braking test from 40 miles per hour fully loaded. First up, unloaded, but the hot rod of the bunch, the Silverado 3500. Almost didn't make it there. Now the F350, it's the lowest horsepower of the bunch. Couldn't hit 60 before needing to brake. And last, the TLX, the highest horsepower here. Finally, the lane change avoidance and braking test. Each truck will run fully loaded up to 40 miles per hour and navigate the red barrels before attempting to come to a complete stop before the yellow barrels. In the F350 first, little pucker moment there at the transition, and the brakes, well, they just don't have the gusto to pull this beast down. The Chevy, 40 miles per hour. Not good, we rolled it. Call the insurance. Will the TLX have the same fate? Not exactly. It pulled it off and then stopped in significantly shorter distance than the F350, but then this happened. So who wins this all-American bar brawl barn burner shootout? Well, towing stability is the real judge of everything. Both the Silverado and TLX experienced some significant high-speed issues that resulted in catastrophic failures. While the F350 wasn't the fastest fully loaded and had the weakest brakes of the trio, it did everything well and kept itself on its tires and right into first place for the work truck dominance in 2008. You know, it's hard to imagine trucks getting more powerful than this in the future. I'm told they have some type of gateway transport device here on site at the agency corporation. Maybe someday we can return and find out. For Motor Style Television, I'm Tim Scouten. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you here next time.